All right, so now we're going to get into the geometry of this a little bit more. All right, I've got my heavy bag just out of frame. All right, I'm going to adjust that just a hair so you can see it. All right, we basically have, if I want to kick this target in the head area, I've got a right triangle. All right, I've got a height to the head. I've got the distance between me and the target, which that might change. And then I've got the distance my foot has to actually travel. All right. So if, let's say I want to use a round kick. I come from a Taekwondo background more than anything else, so that back leg round kick going up high, that's kind of a staple of Taekwondo. Well, the distance that kick has to travel is really this line, not this line, and not this line, but both of them put together. So my time of travel, the distance traveled, has to be a lot longer. Now, fortunately, you've got a lot more muscle mass that you can put on there, so if you really work at it, you can kick awful fast. But make no mistake, your foot has to go from the ground to what you want to hit. And this is part of why I kind of like to go really from the belly button down with kicking, because I don't have as far to move my leg. I could tie you up here, right, and then maybe come in with like a leg kick or a stop kick or a scoop kick, which we're going to get into as the week progresses. But I've got a long distance to travel. Now, how can I mitigate some of that? Like I said, if I go low, I can focus your attention up high. Maybe I throw a couple of good jabs up your way, throw you some chin music with a cross, use that to set my hip. Boom, boom, come into the leg. All right. Now, I will not dispute the unadulterated power of kicking someone in the head. That tends to have a dramatic effect when you pull it off on another person. All right, I've kicked people in the head when I was younger. I won a state championship at Taekwondo in 2003, so I've done this a few times. All right, now my hips are getting older, my knees are kind of bad, so kicking in the head has lost a lot of appeal. And then training for more combative aspects, if you're training on the sports side, especially Taekwondo, this is why it's so heavily emphasized, because a kick in point sparring for Taekwondo gets you 2 points to the head, or at least it used to when I was playing around with that stuff, whereas a kick to the body only gets you 1 point, and a punch to the head gets you disqualified. So obviously that's highly incentivized just due to the point system. Why is that? Well, it takes longer to do, and it's more physically difficult to do than to kick to the body. So it's incentivized there. Just kind of, hey, you got off a good one, you get a bonus point, right? So, but here's why the problem is. One, it takes so long to get there, and once you get really above the hip level, you're getting to the point of diminishing returns. So, if you want to kick somebody in the head, here's an idea. How about bring their head down to you? If I want to kick this guy in the head, all right, maybe I kick him in the leg first and kick him in the head with the other leg.